What is up, YouTube? Brandon Rogers here with Chili Dog Motorsports, and we are in my garage trucking away on the Sportster Chopper project. Now, today we're going to talk about wheels. I'm going to show you how to put tires and inner tubes on your wheels. Stay tuned, and we're going to show you how to do it. Now, the only things we are going to need today are tire spoons and some soapy water. So now let's start with the front rim here. The first thing we are going to want to do is put a rim liner on it if it doesn't have one already. Ours is brand new and did not come with one, so we're going to go ahead and put one on. It's pretty simple. All you're going to do is find the hole for the valve stem, line it up with the hole for the valve stem on the rim, and then just stretch it on over. Now we do want to go around, make sure it is seated nicely and evenly all the way around. Make sure our valve stem hole is still lined up, because that will give you problems later if it is not lined up. And there we go. It is all the way seated in the channel. Oh, you got one part that's folded over slightly. Don't want none of that. There we go. Now it's seated all the way in the channel evenly, and our valve stem hole is lined up. Now for the next part, we are going to want to get half of the tire on the rim. Now you do want to pay attention. There should be a directional arrow on your tire. You're going to want to look at your rim, figure out which way on the bike it goes, and figure out which way your tire needs to mount. Now it doesn't matter with my wheel specifically, because it isn't directional. I'm not running a brake or anything, so I can put this one on my bike either way I want. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure whatever rim you're putting it on, the tire is going the right direction in accordance to the rim. But for this step, it is pretty easy. We're just going to take our soap and water and just hose down the tire. The more, the merrier. Do not be shy. You really don't want to fight it. Then we are going to take our tire spoons. Actually, I'm doing this backwards. Put the tire on the ground. Rim on the tire. Then we'll take our spoons and just start working it around. You'll feel there'll be like the perfect little pocket to get them in, and start stretching them on the tire. And you just work with that. Another pro tip, make sure the bead of the tire is down in the channel of the rim. That will make this part exponentially easier. And there we have it. That tire halfway on that rim now. And next we can start feeding our inner tube into that tire, starting with the valve stem. Now if you have a metal valve stem like I do, there's going to be a couple nuts on there. You're going to want to take one off, get the valve stem through, put one nut back on to hold it in place. This is the part I was saying it's important to have the liner lined up on the rim. So you don't want to be fighting the inner tube in here and trying to fight the hole on the liner. It's much easier just to have it already lined up. And go ahead, put your nut on there loosely. You don't want to crank it down yet, but just enough to hold that on if it tries to pop back in. So now we're going to slip the rest of the inner tube in the tire, making sure it goes in nicely. You don't want it folded up or anything, or twisted, or pinched between the tire and the rim. You want it nicely in the channel of that rim. Alright, make sure it's in there. Make sure it's not popping out the backside. Now we're going to take an air hose and give it just a little bit of pressure, just to kind of inflate. You don't want to give it any kind of real PSI here. You just want to get it to take shape. That way you can go around, you really feel if it's like twisted or anything, and it's not going to want to try and slip between the rim and the tire. But you don't want to give it too much pressure, otherwise you're really going to be fighting the tire on there. You can feel that ours is in there nicely. It's not twisted in any manner. Now we can move on to the hard part. Getting this part of the tire over the rim without pinching the tube. I'm horrible at this. And then we will take our soapy water, hose it down. Do not be shy. And we'll just start spooning it on the rim. Now this is where my first pro tip piece of advice will come in. Always buy heavy duty inner tubes. This is one of the cases that spending the extra money is mo better. They are substantially more prone to, or more resistant to, pinches and wear. And then my second pro tip would be, if you can, when you get your spoon in there, avoid going past 12 o'clock because you significantly reduce your chances of pinching that tube. Also, the more you can get started without the spoons, greatly reduce your chance of pinching. Go figure. There we go. And remember to add more soap and water as you go, as it dries up a little. Ugh. Just go on. Please. Please. And now with our tire fully on the rim, finally, go ahead, spray it down with some more soapy water down inside there along the bead on both sides. Take our air hose and we're going to start inflating it. We are more than likely going to have to overpressurize it to get that bead to seat. That is okay. Don't go insane. Don't pump it up to like 200 psi, but you know, if you got to go up to like 70, that's fine. There we go. Kinda heard it. I think it went. Looks pretty even. And there we go. If it doesn't seat the first time, just deflate it, reinflate it. Might take a time or two, but it'll go. Oh no, part of it didn't go. Guess we are going to have to deflate and reinflate. That's fine. It happens. Also helps sometimes if you smack the wheel down a little bit. Helps that bead kind of slip into place. But you can see this part of the wheel didn't seat, so just let some air out, reinflate it, it'll seat. Someone's making a fool of me today. It's being real stubborn. Deflate it again. Lose our valve stem. Break the whole bead off. I'll try. Now we can go ahead and tighten the locking nut for our inner tube. Put our valve stem cap. I can't word today. And there we go. I believe that is beaded all the way around this time. You did it. And then we will go ahead and do all that same stuff to our rear wheel. Except pinching the tube. We're not, hopefully not going to pinch the tube on our rear wheel. This bag was zip tied. And our front wheel was a used Sportster wheel. This is a brand new wheel. Fresh out of the bag. You're seeing it here first, folks. It has a brand new liner, so we are not going to change that. Tubes and tires are like probably one of my least favorite things. Used to have to do a lot of them when I was but a wee young buck working in a motorcycle shop. seat is seated. No bubbles. Nice. First try on the rear one. It's always positive. And that is how you mount tires and tubes on your wheels. Now, a little pro tip, take them all down to your local motorcycle shop and pay them 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever they're going to charge you to do it, because it's a whole lot easier than doing it yourself. I don't really like doing them myself, but I did them myself to show you it can be done. And if you like the parts we used today, we're going to link them all down below so you can get them too. We appreciate each and every one of you guys watching our videos. It truly means a lot to us. But I think now's about the time you need to get out of my garage. Go put your tires on your wheels, you little sicko. What's that? Oh, now it's time for a word from our sponsor. The only sponsors this channel has is you. Now, we appreciate each and every one of your views and subs. It means the world to us. But unfortunately, meaning the world to us doesn't build shoppers. Money does. Now, I'm not going to sit here and beg for your money, but what I will offer you is a stylish product. Our design and marketing team, me, have done it again with breakthrough innovation in head covering technology. We asked them for something bold yet simple, retro yet stylish, something that said choppers. And now, for a limited time only, you could pick up one of these sweet retro trucker hats from our online store. Every purchase directly helps this channel and the projects we're working on. So run, don't walk, to get yours now before supplies run out.